So the first section of the test that we come to is verbal reasoning. Now, verbal reasoning is probably one of the sections of the test that you'll feel most comfortable with the way that they ask the questions within the UCAT tests. It's essentially like a comprehension test you would get in English at school. So you're given a passage of text and then you're asked questions based on those passages. So there's 44 questions in total and you get 11 passages of text. So that's 4 questions per passage of text. Now, you won't be able to have time to read the text as fully as you would like to. So what you need to do is scan the text quickly and pick out key information to ensure that you're able to answer the question in the allotted time. Some people prefer to read the question and then look back at the piece of text after you've read the questions, but make sure you do read the questions fully to understand what's being asked of you, and make sure you're looking out for negatives such as except, not, and all but, and ensure you're using information from the passage and not your own knowledge. This is really, really important. You can't use any pre-assumed knowledge for these questions. As you can see, it's very time pressured. You have under 2 minutes per passage of text. But as I said in the first section, and I'll say for every section that we come to, it is very time pressured, and this test isn't designed for you to be able to sit it and fully finish it comfortably. It is designed to be pressured. So we're going to look on to the questions in a second, but just a little word about how to practice for this one. Basically, for verbal reasoning, you just need to get used to reading. Make sure you're reading in your spare time. Make sure you can scan text really quickly. I think one really good way to sort of practice doing this is to look at a news article, look at the headline, pick a word from the headline, and then try and spot that within the text as well. But it is basically all about speed. So this is question 1. These questions should be in your booklet. So now let's look at the answers to these questions. So you had that first section of text, and question 1, which of the following can be deduced from the passage? A, B, C, or D? And the correct response is A, and this is because the second bullet point states that polypropylene is not as strong as nylon. And the paragraph preceding the bullet point states that synthetic fibres such as polypropylene are generally far stronger than natural fibres such as hemp. If you got it wrong there, we do have the rationale for why options B, C, and D are incorrect. So I'll let you read them if you like. Question 2, which of the following conclusions about rope is the author most likely to agree with? A, B, C, or D? The answer there is A. Question 3, within question 1. Using the information in the passage, the following statements are true about nylon except A, B, C, or D. The answer we have here is C. And finally, the final section for this passage of text, using the information in the passage, which rope would be best suited for an outdoor hammock? A, B, C, or D? And the correct answer is C. And there's the rationale for that one there. Now, I would recommend sort of trying to get your timings down to about 2 minutes per passage of text. But obviously, if this is the first time you've done it, don't worry. I think people generally tend to think that this is going to be the easiest section just because you're used to how these questions are asked. But it is actually so time pressured that it is worth practicing. So again, here's question 2, and you can pause the screen and then refer to your booklet, and then I'll go through the answers as well. The first question in question 2, which of the following can be inferred from the passage? The answer is C. The second part of this question, the author suggests that which of the following is happening as a result of the economic downturn? A, B, C, or D? The answer is A. The second question, according to the passage, the author believes that golf is A, B, C, or D. The correct response here is D. And the final question here, which change would the author most likely make in order to increase the popularity of golf? A, B, C, or D? And the correct response there is C. So now we're on to question 3. And again, you can pause this whenever you like to time it yourself. And then I will go through the answers to the questions as well. So the answer to the first part of question 3, if the pound devalues against another currency, exports from the UK to that country will cost less than the country buying them in currency terms. True, false, or can't tell for A, B, or C. Correct response is A, that's true. And the second part of this question, the correct answer was B, false. The third part of this question, the correct response was C, can't tell. I think people are generally quite hesitant to reply can't tell for any of these questions, but if your gut tells you can't tell, definitely just go with it. And the correct response is C for the fourth part of that question. So now we're going to move on to decision making.